Talkin' Sex Live is recorded in front of a live audience. This show is for mature listeners only. Hello, you're Talkin' Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I'm Diane.
And I am Chet, and welcome. We are streaming live right now from beautiful, snowy Mammoth Mountain. We decided to take a trip up to the mountains and stay in a cabin up here. It is all decked out with Christmas decorations. We got a fire going on right behind my back. It's super warm, and it is coming down out there. It's got, I don't know, we have what, like a foot of snow, and it's supposed to have more. Christmas tree in the back there, another Christmas tree all lit up in the backyard. Super fantastic. We're all bundled up in our nice robes and super warm with the fire, getting all ready for Christmas. I got my eggnog. But you know what? We are also joined by a producer right now. We got Dick Colby coming from outside of UCLA.
Outside the cabin.
What are you? Yeah, you're not outside the cabin, just freezing his ass off outside. No, he's right he's outside of UCLA. That's the Sigma house. It's right across the street from behind. Good God, you look colder
really
than
cold
we do.
here.
Isn't it like 60
I'm really
degrees?
glad that you're inside by a nice fire and have eggnog and other things making you warm and happy, and you have a body that you can grab. I'm really happy for you. Merry holidays.
Merry holidays to you as well. But isn't that is the Sigma House? Is that a sorority or a fraternity?
I think it's a sorority. My
Okay.
car broke down,
Uh-huh.
and I wasn't expecting to be stuck outside. And I don't think the girls in the house want some strange guy.
You're just sitting there with a trench coat on, all bundled up. You kind of look like a flasher, man.
It
You're
does.
just gonna
Well,
open
I'm in
up.
a catch-22 because if I don't look like a flasher, then I'm gonna freeze to death out here.
It's true. It is true. So
Yeah, you don't
They
really see the
keep looking
flashes
every so
anymore.
often. I feel like I can see one of them looking out the window at me.
they
I'm
might
just
call the
like, wow,
police.
what the fuck do you want me to do? Besides, I got this show to do now, and you know, like duty calls.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the UCLA Police Department's just like 2 blocks away from where you're at right there. I've been over there before. For
Well, you
work
would have
reasons,
been great and handy about 45 minutes ago.
Good to fix your car.
To tell me where the police were, but now I got.
Now you got
Unless
to
you want
do
me
the show.
to do this show from the police station.
Nope, not at all. It's not a very
Okay,
merry place
cool.
at all.
I know where our priorities are.
Yeah. Anyway, so as always, we're a married couple who has not had any type of formal training in sex education or in sexual health or relationship theory. We are just 2 people who've had a ton of sex, and we just want to share our knowledge with the world. We are streaming right now to Twitch. We are also recording for YouTube and also for podcast. And so, Dick, I thank you for joining us. What are your Christmas or holiday plans for this year?
Stay warm.
Well, I find a source of heat right now. I've been very sick for a long time, so I feel like this holiday season I'm just trying not to die.
Yeah.
God.
We'll see what happens after.
Do you mind if I ask what you had?
I don't know. I went to the doctor. I don't know if the campus doctors are the best.
Oh, I like the
I feel like there's
UCLA
tiers.
Medical
There's
Center,
like
or the health. The
Yeah,
student health
UCLA
center.
is a great medical center, but I feel like there's a tier for students and then there's a tier for people who have money. Right? And so I got tested for a bunch of stuff. They're like, none of that. I'm like,
No.
what is it?
Wow.
They're like, don't know.
Wow, it's like too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diane, she's had the stomach flu for the
For a
last
week or so.
Yeah, just been kind of in bed trying to hold food down, and so and we drove up here, and she gets nauseous. We're just no plans on skiing or anything, and just gonna enjoy the nice weather outside and cuddle
Nice
up.
weather.
Well, I love you. Oh yeah, you're not a snow person. I just enjoy like looking at it when you go outside and everything's just super quiet.
I wouldn't consider snow like, oh, nice.
I like it.
Sunny
I don't know.
weather.
I like sledding.
Yeah.
I like snowboarding, You know, it's fun. Inner tubing's great. Snowmobiling is quite amazing.
I like snowmobiling.
We've had sex in the snow a couple times. It's cold, but you know.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and you're like, nope, going back inside.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, Diane likes her warmth, so and unfortunately, I'm not hot enough to keep her warm when it's below freezing outside.
I feel like snow on the penis is an advantage over snow on the vagina.
Yeah. Well, so
I feel
wait,
like that's an
It's
advantage.
more of a what?
Like there's an advantage to the man in getting snow on your private parts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I feel like a vagina would like instantly all of yeah.
It's
it'd
like
zip
when you
right
drink a
up there.
Slurpee too fast and you get brain freeze, right? Because
you get a labia
cold on
freeze.
the inside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
I guess so,
Right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, so I can only feel for you, Diane.
well, we've had sex before where you put an Altoid in your mouth and then you suck my penis and then
Yeah.
it makes my dick feel cold and then I put it in your vagina. Does my dick feel cold when it's inside of your vagina?
It's not like the snow, babe.
It's not like having sex with an icicle.
Jeez.
I'm not Victor Freeze.
Two very different things.
Yeah, that is.
You were trying to like replicate a vaginal otter pop with your penis.
Yeah, I don't know. It's great. It's a fun sensation, at least for me. I don't
He
know.
likes it once in a while.
Sometimes I wish I were straight, just because like,
What?
I feel like
Try-
there's more things to try.
You can do it. You
I
can
don't see why you can't do
Yeah,
it.
you can have somebody suck your penis with an Altoid, and then you take your penis and then you put it in an anus, and then see how that feels.
Yeah, but that's more like a. No, I won't go there. It's not an otter pop. It's something else. Another frozen treat.
Fudgicle?
No, I wasn't gonna go there.
So that's what you wanted to say, but it wasn't so much you didn't want to say it.
No.
You know what? We actually have a fun little bit. We're going to share our ideas for some sexual themed Christmas gifts. So these are Chet and Diane's naughty Christmas themed gift ideas. And so we picked out some of our best ideas. Here's us. We took a picture at a different cabin where we're naked and right before we had sex, and it was fun. But so we're going to go ahead and show us our ideas and then comment on them. And also, Dick is going to go ahead.
Dick.
Sorry, Dick.
Peter's
Yeah.
sick at home right
Dick-
now.
Peter's also sick. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Peter's
Well,
warmer than I am. and
Yeah, he is
his
super
body's
warm.
doing it to himself.
Yeah.
It's got like 102 fever right
Yeah,
now.
it's really crazy for him. So, anyways, let me get back into this slideshow here, and we're going to go ahead and check this out. So, first up, we've got the naughty or nice. Well, what are these things called? These are like the dual underwear. They're like, there's a specific name for these, and I forgot what they are,
I
which is
can't
great.
remember what
Oh, well.
they're called.
But so for those on the podcast listening right now, we're gonna have all these images up on our Twitter account and also Instagram page. But so this first one, it is a underwear that's built for two, so that it wraps around both couples. They're basically like some briefs. The girl says nice, and then the man says naughty.
Where would you wear this?
I don't know. Like I feel like
A
there would
sex
be
party or something?
uncomfortable.
Prison.
You can't have sex in them. I don't know, like your genitals, like the vagina is not in the front. It's I saw these as a when I was
The vagina's not in the front?
it's not like on your pubis bone. It's between your legs.
Yeah.
So like how
Okay.
how your
This
dick
is like
lines
for
up.
an erotic sack race at the family picnic.
Yeah. So
There you go.
So when you're I just feel like you might be able to have sex, but like you like can the girl actually put her legs, like spread your legs open while you're in this
I don't
thing?
see why you couldn't.
You think you could?
I think she could if the
Yeah.
guy's strong enough to support her weight.
Yeah, I guess. I just feel like it would just give the guy like an atomic wedgie, because once those legs go up, like the underwear will go right in his ass crack and just it'll give him a huge wedgie.
I'll get a baggy pair then and see how that would work.
Yeah,
It looks like
they
these
look hot.
these exercise bands I wear. I'm going to training at the gym, and they
Mhm.
make you put these things around your hips, and then they tell you to walk sideways around the room, and it's just designed to make your hip muscles stronger.
Ah, yeah. I don't know. When I was a teenager, this was my fantasy. I guess more like 12 or so. I For a long time I didn't understand the location of. I knew like a vagina, and I knew mostly about it, but I just thought it was a little bit more to the front, so I thought that I could just stand and put my penis right in the vagina while standing in front, like in this position right here. I thought like this guy's dick would just go right into her vagina, but like he has to
You didn't
have.
have any younger sisters, did you, there, Chet?
Nope, not at all. And yeah,
Wait, I don't know
not
what
gonna
that
bring
means.
that. I
What does
don't know.
that mean?
We're gonna move on. Like,
What I meant is if you have younger siblings, they go naked.
yeah, and you can
And
see
so
stuff.
boys, girls, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
oh.
That's
didn't.
what I meant. I didn't mean anything
I just
sexual
like
by
that.
that comment.
Yeah, no.
Look, I'm
I
not
know
gonna
the
make
show's
fun of you, Chet, because I didn't understand. I don't understand female anatomy for the longest time. But you
Yeah.
just described, a woman's vagina like a glory hole. Like you just walk up to it.
You just stick
Well,
it in. No,
as
no,
like an
not at all.
uneducated, teenage, young, like prepubescent child, like I didn't know exactly where a vagina was. So when I saw this underwear, I'm like, yeah, that's hot. That's how you have sex. You put your penis in right in there. But,
Yeah.
anyways, enough of that.
Moving
We went
on.
down a rabbit hole.
Moving
All
on.
right. So next up, butt flap underwear. I highly recommend this for any gifts that you give people. Christmas theme is fun. Doesn't have to be Christmas themed. You can just wear these all year round. Probably when it's colder outside.
Preferably when it's colder.
Preferably, yeah. So Diane's wearing hers right now. I bought these for her, and it actually does have a butt flap on it. And we christened them in this week when she got them, and sex was great. She was warm, and I got to go ahead and I can eat her out, full range of everything. Eat her out and have sex, missionary,
It's a
and
little
from behind.
uncomfortable.
Missionary's uncomfortable. What about from behind?
That's okay.
It's okay. Okay, so you would rather not have. So she didn't tell me these things ahead of time. So she's just like, nope, didn't like
It's
it.
all right.
It's okay. But she always complains how cold she is when we have sex. So, she, yeah. So I got her these so we could have sex while she's clothed.
So we got them, yes, for me.
Got them for you,
For me.
and that also turns me on as well. But she, I guess it's not as warm for her. But anyway, moving on.
They say
Dick,
the best gifts are the ones that the giver wants.
yes,
It's all Homer Simpson
That's-
presents.
the receiver. We always joke that I'm gonna, I'll get you a vacuum or something like that. Was like the gift from the man to the wife back in the 50s or
Yeah,
something
you
like
still
that.
joke about that a lot.
But I don't get you
I
a
don't know.
vacuum.
Good vacuum is awesome.
It is a nice Dyson.
It really is.
Oh man, suction power is amazing. All right.
It is hard to find good vacuums.
Oh yeah, I always break all the time. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. This is a sexy outfit. It's just a ribbon that is. I don't even know what is that a one piece.
It
It's
looks
just a
like it
ribbon.
could be a one piece around a woman's naked body.
Yeah, but nonetheless, you can just make this on your own. In fact, Diane, for our first Christmas, she actually did put some bows on her, and that was her Christmas present to me, and it was hot. Yeah, so I would recommend this, but I wouldn't recommend going out buying this. Just make your
Buy some
own.
bows.
Buy some bows, buy some ribbon, and just put it around your body.
Say there, you save $20.
Yeah.
Or $40, how much this would be.
Dick, have you ever put any ribbons on your body at all, or
Or a bow on your
bow
penis.
on your penis?
Merry Christmas.
Well, there's a thing called a cock ring,
Ah,
and it's designed to like hold the blood flow into your penis, and so you can kind of like holiday theme it. Just use ribbon and tie it off, and so you get the same effect.
oh,
And
work?
I don't know. I mean, the it's not quite the same because with the bow you have the knot, right? A cock ring is
Yeah.
smooth all the way around, and the knot on the bow puts a little bit extra pressure.
Where would you put that knot? Like right on the underside or on the top?
Well, we did it on the top because we wanted it to look festive. Otherwise,
Yeah, that
the
makes
bow would
sense.
be below.
Well,
And
unless you're
then,
laying on your back and then your penis is draping down onto your stomach, and then the bow could be on the bottom. Then we're getting real technical again.
So technical.
Yes.
How are you going to wrap this penis?
Yes.
Specifically. What kind of tape
Yeah,
are
we
you going to
didn't-
Some
use?
Scotch tape.
we didn't give it as much thought as
Uh,
it's being given right now. We're just
Yeah.
like,
You don't plan this shit out. You just put it on and be like, let's, and then it's fun, and then you
triple
look
bow I
at it.
got.
That's
Yeah, some
great.
ribbon.
Then you rip it off, and then you don't care about it anymore because you're
Going to town.
You're
Yeah, it
snapping
felt a lot
skins.
better coming off, that's for sure.
Oh, that's good. I've never liked cock rings. Never liked cock rings.
Yeah, they're
we tried them
okay.
out, and it's just like, nah, what's the point?
We tried it once, I think,
Yeah.
or
All right.
twice.
Moving on. Oh, looks like that plane's flying overhead in the middle of Mammoth.
Wow, I would not want to fly in this weather.
Might be Santa. I don't know. Here we go. All right, so this is an outfit for men. So it's a reindeer, and I don't know what this is. This Mrs. Claus? I'm trying to
Can you
figure
zoom
out.
in on that picture a little bit more?
I would mess a lot of stuff up if I was to zoom in, but I don't
Never
know what it looks like the top of like a Mrs. Claus or something, but she's missing like the face is on the torso. I don't get the one on the right at all. But you know, the reindeer on the left, that makes sense. So I would never wear this.
What?
Do you want me to wear this?
Oh, there goes your Christmas present.
I ruined it. I'll try anything
There
three
you go.
times. I'll try anything 3 times, and if Diane wants me to wear this,
I had to get you something because you got me this onesie.
yeah,
So
you got me the onesie, so I have to get you this. I don't even know what these things are called. I think they're called mankinis. So, Dick, have you had any? Do you wear these? Have you had these before?
I have not had those before. I mean, they're kind of like a singlet. They look a little
Is that
bit
what
like
it
a
is?
singlet,
Yeah, it's a singlet. Yeah,
right? Which is a wrestling.
yeah, but
yeah.
it's
So
just
they
around
kind
the cock and balls and around the shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, I've messed around with the well, I mean, like the guy. There's a lot of college. Oh, my face is covered by the.
It's all right. You can't
Okay.
really move out of the way. It's right over
Yeah,
your
man,
head. Here we go.
Give it
I'm
up
actually
a
gonna.
little bit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
There you go.
Anyway.
There
It's
it
not
is.
a bad position
Yeah,
there.
well, I mean, you're right next to those guys now. That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
That's
In college there's a lot of wrestlers. So I've gotten to see people in their singlets and I haven't seen the festive version of it just yet. But I wouldn't say no. Really, to me, it's more about I mean, like these like underwear models, right? These are underwear models. And I once tried to get a haircut and I pointed at a picture in a magazine, and my stylist said, "Some people are so attractive that any haircut looks good."
Wow.
And I feel like that's
So-
kind of like that's what underwear models are. Like they make underwear, they can make white JCPenney underwear look hot, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to imagine, but wrestlers are hot.
sure. Unless they have like the
So it would work
cauliflower
for them.
ear. I don't know. I'm sorry if you're a wrestler and you have cauliflower ear, but
Oh, we don't body shame
no,
on
no
here,
body
Chet.
shame. But you got to get that fixed. And if you have cauliflower ear,
Gotta get that.
I think you're hot. But yeah. Well, let's go ahead and move over here. So, we're into the sex toys. These are our Christmas-themed or holiday-themed sex toys. So, first up, it is just a normal clit vibrator shaped like a reindeer. I think there's like a bullet inside of that guy. And I think the antlers are probably some fun ticklers. Put that right on your clit. And by
It
the
does look a
way-
little satanic. I'm just
All
saying.
right.
Yeah, I mean, they look like reindeer horns. I
Why'd
wouldn't
they
say
pick
those are
red?
devil horns. Because
They
it's
could've-
Christmas time.
Tan or something like
Yeah.
Now all I see is satanic
Yeah, me
things
too.
to dig.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like a goat or something like
Yeah,
that. And it's
yeah,
like you
yeah.
flip it upside down and there's a pentagram on the bottom.
Give me your
Yeah.
clitoris.
I'm gonna eat your clitoris. Ah! Ah! Moving
That gives
on.
me a hard on.
Yeah. This is a clit sucker. Again, I think with Christmas themed sex toy, they just put antlers on anything, and then it's all of a sudden a sex toy.
That
So.
kind of looks like that game Hubert from the 90s.
Oh, it totally does. Could be bouncing up and down on
Late
little
90s.
colored squares,
Yeah.
and then it will go ahead and then if you make the squares turn a different color, then it goes away. Clit suckers. If you're into them, we have a clit sucker for Diane.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that
Yeah, you
thing.
don't really like. You used it once or twice, and you're like, meh, meh. It's all right. Good old fashioned vibrator for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Speaking of vibrators, here is
It's
a.
not a vibrator.
Well, I'm sure it vibrates. I'm sure there's a battery pack in there, but this is a actual elk dildo. So it is a duplicate of an elk penis.
Why are the balls
I don't know.
like blocked out but not the dick part in this picture?
Is if for those watching listening to the podcast right now, the only thing that has the international no sign on it is the elk's balls, and everything else is very graphic, and it looks like an elk penis. It's even got the
Wait
foreskin right. Yeah.
Wait a second. Okay, hold on. So, first of all, at least this is colored appropriately. It doesn't look satanic, right?
No. But I mean, the last 3/4 of it would be like red or pink, and then the first quarter of it would be like brown or the color of the fur. So
What was Dick gonna say?
I don't know. Sorry,
I was
Dick.
just saying, like, no to the balls, right? That's what they're saying, no to the balls. But like, hey, have some fucking elk. Like,
If you have a fetish of fucking
little-
animals, then that's
Good God.
that's gonna
I don't know. I don't know if we like. I know it's all like play. It's not a real elk. I hope it's not a real elk penis. That's just been like
I know, right? It was-
I don't know
served.
how they
Right,
got it.
but-
If they just made it, or if
Maybe they just
actually
sliced a
casted
real
it.
dick into
Yikes.
the side.
And well,
Yeah,
I think for an
can't
animal
get behind
dick,
that.
it's called an usic, or it's a petrified. I don't know. If you go up to Seattle and you go to the ye old curiosity shop, they have a lot of dicks in there, a lot of usiks.
We went up there once and you never took me to the dick shop?
You didn't go to the ye old curiosity
Called an
shop?
usik? An
Yeah, it's
animal?
called an usik. They have like a walrus
Because people
usik and a
Look
whale
at it in the
usik.
jar and they go, ooh, sick.
I think it might be like a Native American word. I don't know, or maybe it's this
Oh.
technical term. I don't have the ability to look it up right now. If Wells was here, he would look it up. But yeah, the technical term, or at least some term, is the usik. So yeah, maybe it doesn't have to apply with Alex. All right, we're moving on. Sorry,
Yeah, let's
guys.
just skip that ahead.
Hey, these look like a bunch of pocket pussies with Santa in it. Right?
They do.
Yeah,
they really
but
do.
they're all like mouths, like singing. But it is not pocket pussies. It is actually toilet paper that just looks like pocket pussies.
That's very misleading.
Yeah, it is. It's really
Oh.
creepy looking.
I thought it was donuts.
but if you look closely, the toilet paper rolls have people's faces on them, and they're singing.
So it's a mouth.
It's a mouth.
Yeah, that's.
And it's supposed to say like jingle rolls is what they're saying it is. And I think it's like bamboo paper. It's really weird, but I just saw this and thought like, you know what? This is kind of funny. They look like pocket pussies that happen to be mouths, but they're
Or
not.
donuts.
Or donuts.
I use bamboo toilet paper. It's great.
Does it feel good? I've never used it before.
It's not luxurious of an experience.
There's a lot of bamboo splinters that go in your ass.
I like
Well,
bamboo
I mean,
clothing.
it doesn't hurt, but it's much better for the environment.
Yeah.
And it's strong, so it does the job, right? But I also feel like if I sit on the toilet far too long as it is. So if I have like,
Looking at your phone.
if I'm like just sitting there pampering my anus with, like, I don't know, maybe something's going on for me.
Yeah, well,
Or get a bidet like Chet has.
I use a bidet. Well, we have separate toilets. Diane's like, no, I'm not using your goddamn bidet, you French man. So, yeah, we both use a bidet.
Sometimes it's cold water.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it
a
is
cheap
really
bidet
cold.
you got.
Well,
It's too cold.
I don't think they actually have heated bidets.
I think they do.
They
I
do.
think there's some high.
They do.
Yeah, I've seen one
Yeah.
at Costco. That's
God damn
a
it.
little more
They have two
expensive.
types. They have one that connects to your hot water,
Thank
and they
you,
have
Dick.
one that has a tank and it'll heat the water.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sorry.
Well, you're the one who wants to put otter pops inside Diane's vagina. So is this like just practice?
I am fine with the cold water
never thought
shooting
of
on
that.
my ass.
Get it together, Diane.
I think you're right, Dick. I think there's a hidden agenda there.
The point is that my asshole is clean, all right? Whether or not it's hot water or cold water.
It's just plain
it gets
cold water.
clean.
There's no soap in
it
there.
is
You
not-
just
but
squirt it, though.
I did the toilet paper to clean it to damp it dry. So I'm fine with it. All right. Last one, then we're going to take some phone calls here. Here we go. All right. Oh, I forgot. We're into the cookies. So if you want cookies, then why not make some cookies of someone doing them doggy style? So
Gingerbread cookies.
yeah, or let's look more like a sugar cookie.
Sugar cookie, ginger cookie.
This is a
I can get
gingerbread
behind
cookie
this.
right here. This
Oh,
is a
wow.
pun. This is a BDSM cookie, and that is quite the penis on
That's
that one.
very.
Yeah.
Now, that's a cock ring going on. You see that?
Oh yeah, he does have a cock ring on
Which
it.
one? The right?
On the right, but it's going around his cock and balls, and not just the cock. So is that called a cock ring if it goes around the cock and balls?
I don't know. I didn't know that they had a different name for
That was
it.
just called strap. But anyway,
I really want a cookie now.
I don't know. Doesn't that look delicious? I wonder if I bet the dick on there actually, is it probably just pure chocolate frosting? Probably tastes good.
I just like the guy in the full black mask and just like how surprised.
Oh! Last one here. Naughty soap. Santa's world famous naughty soap. It's just a soap that's in a donut shape, and you can just put your penis in it and wash your dick by stroking off. So I don't know why it has to be Santa's. Doesn't make any sense to me, but yeah. If you want to go ahead and give a great gift to your lover or just a friend, go ahead and give him or her.
I don't recommend this as a white elephant gift. Don't bring this to work.
Oh, yeah. I should do
White
that.
elephant gift.
Hey, naughty soap.
Who gave me this,
Yeah.
guys?
Naughty never felt so nice. But we'll go ahead and end it there. If we have some time in the middle of the show, we might pick up and have some more actual gift ideas for those still searching for naughty Christmas gift ideas. But Dick, do we got anybody calling in right now?
Yeah, we have Jen calling in, and Jen wants to know if she should be honest with her new boyfriend and tell him that she's a prostitute.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. So,
Hi, is this Jen?
and you're talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane.
Hi.
Hello. Jen, it sounds like you're in a little bit of a pickle. Like, you...
Yeah, because I didn't think that I'd really like this guy.
Hmm.
You know, like I just go through boyfriends left and right, and I really like him. I really like him. And he
So-
just thinks that I work at a Target overnight stocking stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Different types of stocking. You actually wear the stockings and have the target.
Right.
But so you said you've had several boyfriends, or you go through boyfriends quickly, but you're also a prostitute. Do you consider your clients boyfriends, or you actually have boyfriends on the side?
There's nothing emotional to those guys whatsoever. No, like I just,
Sorry, you're kind of cutting up there, Jen.
guy's really good.
Okay, so what did you say there? You kind of cut out.
I just never thought that I would settle down with anybody.
Oh,
And
Oh, okay.
this guy might be worth it.
Got it. So you haven't had many boyfriends. You're saying that everybody is your clients, and then you finally met somebody, right? Is that what you said?
Well, I said, so my clients are just my job. I've
Got
never
it, got it.
considered them my boyfriends.
Got
They're
it, yeah.
just the job.
Yeah, that's
I've
what got
had
cut out.
boyfriends,
Uh-huh.
but I just didn't think I would actually settle down because I'm not always easy to get along with, and I love being independent and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've fallen for him.
Oh, so
I'm just worried I'm going to lose him because if he finds out that I'm a prostitute, because I make really good money.
yeah,
really good
it
money.
seems like that's good.
And it's an enjoyable job.
Oh,
Well,
if you like it, keep on doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honesty is always the best policy. You got to be honest with your partner to let them know about what's going on in your life and whatnot. But for your other boyfriends in the past, have you actually been open with them? Have you told them that you're a prostitute?
Oh, no.
No?
No. They think about it. I mean, some of them thought I was a teacher at a night school.
Oh, wow.
They thought that I worked at CVS at night. Just whatever. Because I just didn't think that I'd actually fall for a guy. But
then you gotta.
He's just too good to let go.
Yeah.
You gotta come clean at some point because I don't know if you ever saw Mission Impossible 3, but Ethan Hunt got involved with a girl, and he's a super spy, and he convinced her for the longest time that he worked in traffic science, and she eventually was like, "This is a bunch of bullshit. Tell me what's actually going on," So, and he's a super spy, like that's like he knows how to keep a secret. So I would think that eventually this guy's gonna figure something out. It's gonna be a problem if you don't tell him.
Yeah. So.
He's really smart. That's the thing. He's like really smart. So yeah, he's gonna find out.
Well, you gotta. Do you think he really loves you too? Do you feel that you're both in love?
Yes, I do. Yeah, we text throughout the day. We talk every night before I go to work.
Got it.
But
well, how do you feel he would react if you were to say, "Hey, for my job, I have sex with other men for money"? What would you think that he
escort
or escort?
That's the thing. Yeah, I prefer to use escort.
Sorry, my mistake.
I'm professional. It's okay. No, I'm a professional. Been doing this for 15 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty lucrative. I tell you. I mean, honestly, I could probably retire in 5 years and I'll be set for life.
So hold on. I just want to stop real quick. So you have a lot of money, but you tell him that you're a stalker at Target, and he believes it.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
doesn't
smart
know
guy.
how much. He doesn't know how much I have. Plus, overnight graveyards, they make more money. So
sure. I don't know about stripper money, but okay.
The escort's different.
Escort money. Sorry, not stripper.
Yeah.
I said I'm getting
Did.
all
There's
over
a
the
big
place.
difference there, Chet. You gotta learn how to listen.
I started off as a stripper, in fairness to you. I mean, I did that was the gateway, really. But yeah, like he is a doctor, and he comes from a very conservative Christian family.
Oh,
okay.
Man. Wow.
Yeah.
It's quite the. Yeah, you got quite the predicament.
Well, you could always maybe quit your job and then.
Yeah, I mean, if he's a doctor and he has a lot of money.
I could. Oh my God. I could just actually apply at Target.
Yeah, and actually work at Target.
Work at Target, and I mean, I could.
Yeah,
what kind of doctor is he?
The money is so good. He is an oncologist.
Oh,
so
shit.
Okay, yeah, they make money.
Yeah.
They make good money.
Yeah, but he's also
They did a few.
he's also it was great as he's busy too. So I don't have to see him all the time.
Oh, so it
I
works
think
out
that's
for
why
you.
it's so great to see. Yeah, because I don't need to see him every day, all day.
So,
So
do you? I don't think we've ever had an escort on or a sex worker on the show before. I'm always curious about how the sex life of a sex worker is outside of their profession. If they actually enjoy having sex, or I mean, because it's intimate, it's different. So when you're having sex for a client, you're all about pleasing the client, but when you're having sex for pleasure with a partner, there it goes into account your pleasure and also your partner's pleasure. And so I guess my question to you, Jen, is do you have a hard time like differentiating, or is there a way that you can put yourself in the mood after having sex with a client? Because I know Diane, if we've had sex for more than 3 or 4 times in a day, like she needs a couple days off or a day or two off.
Tapped out.
Yeah, because she's sore. Like so
Mhm.
how about you? Is it difficult for you to, after seeing a client, that you go ahead and meet with your partner and try to have sex?
It's really not that bad. This is the thing. So like the previous boyfriend, I think that's partially why I didn't really stay with him. I really didn't care. This guy, my love, is all about me. You know what I mean?
Pleasing you,
all about
pleasuring
me.
you.
So
Yeah.
it's like I give, and then I get rewarded. So I give it my job, but then this guy makes up for it.
So, do you mind if
It's
I ask
passionate.
how? Does he go down on you a lot, or?
Yes, like there's at least an hour of all about me
Oh,
before
good.
we're full on
That's
That's the
how.
intercourse. Yeah,
keeper.
Yep, that's how I do it
right.
almost every time.
Yeah, and because he was just brought up so conservatively, I'm all he really knows. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I can't do wrong in his eyes.
So, I would still I feel like you would need to find a way to bring this up with them, or it might be easier if you quit your escort job and then give it a little bit of time, then bring it up with them. But this is definitely, if you want to have things be serious, then I feel that you shouldn't keep this from them for too long. So you definitely need to chat with them about it. But it's all about when you tell them. How are you feeling about that?
I mean, deep down, I feel like I have to, I guess I was kind of looking for maybe a reason not to, but it sounds like everybody, you guys, my friends have told me, my coworkers have told me that I should just be honest.
Yeah.
I want to know, do you have like a Target uniform or badge?
Yeah, I mean that's like really easy to
they just
fake
wear
with
red
them
shirts.
because they just wear a red shirt, baby shirt, and jeans, and it's really easy to just print up a Target badge from a picture online.
Diane could go into Target right now, and she could be a worker.
Is wearing
I think the butt flap would work. Yeah.
Sorry about that, Jen, but yeah.
Okay, so you try to take this ruse to the extreme, is what you're saying. Like you've got the props to make it look like you work at Target.
Oh yeah. I've been doing it for 3 months.
Oh wow, just 3 months. Okay. So
that's how long we've been together. Yeah.
Got it. So I mean, it seems like you could maybe give it a couple more months before you talk to him about it.
Yeah, see if it gets serious.
But
that's actually a good idea. Maybe it doesn't have to be like right this second.
I feel that with your profession, if you were to stop and then you give it some time and just focus on your relationship with your boyfriend, and then eventually tell him, and if he's not okay with it, you can always go back to your escort profession.
Whoa, it's not that easy.
Is it not that easy? I don't know. I'm
it's
not
No, because I'm the top girl.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. So sorry,
I'm
say
the
that
top
again.
one.
Top girl.
I'm the top.
Got
like seniority.
Like literally and figuratively. Like I am, and I just. It took years to get there, I'm the number one. I'm the number one girl.
Yeah, like primary and first chair oboists, like it's a real rivalry. So
yes. I mean, this isn't me standing.
Where'd you go?
full-on escort service.
Got it.
And I have been there for over a decade at this particular service. So I don't want to, I can't just leave and be like, maybe I'll see you in a couple of months. Like, the rules, like, you're done.
Okay, Jen, sorry, you're cutting in and out again.
If I left, I'd have to go to another escort service.
Got it. That's what you're
company that doesn't know me.
Yeah,
and then I have to work my way up.
Oh, yeah, that is a huge, it's a big conundrum there.
Yeah.
So I guess it's your call. If you want to keep on doing escort and then eventually tell him, then you have to come to the realization that he might not want to be with you anymore, and then you still have your escort service, your work to be backed on. But maybe if you feel that you're with your boyfriend and things are going well, and that it could get to a point where he's, you marry, and then he's got a good job and he can support you, and then you don't need to do it anymore. So then you go ahead and stop being an escort, and you can go ahead and not have to worry about getting those wages if you're satisfied with his sex. And then I guess I kind of hesitate. What brings you? What started you in the escort service? What made you want to do it? Still there, Jen? Okay.
Call's active, but I think the line is just too spotty at this point.
Okay. Well, I think we lost Jen, but you know what? It is all right. I feel like we kind of got to some type of resolution. I just wanted to pry a little bit more just to figure out her situation so we can better analyze it. But Jen, if you are listening to the podcast or Twitch, then I do highly recommend talking to your boyfriend about the situation, and also then if determine whether or not you want to continue with your escort service or not. So Dick, I've never had I've never been with an escort or a prostitute. I don't know if you have, or Diane. No, Dick.
Have I been with an? I'm not going to answer that question.
Oh, that's all right. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Answering that question, remember, we're talking about something that's technically not legal.
Got it. Well, unless you go to outside of Nevada, there's like 2
ask me
counties.
if I do cocaine, let's talk about that.
Go to Amsterdam.
Yeah, there's places to do it. That is perfectly legal. Yeah. Same thing with. There's I think 3 counties in Nevada that you can go ahead and have a prostitute legally.
I think so.
Nevada?
Nevada, yeah. So not in Las Vegas, not in the big city places. So where like Carson City's at, or Reno, or Las Vegas, those are off the books. But if you get outside of those cities in those other counties, prostitution's legal. So yeah, you can have a legal escort, and they have brothels and stuff, and it's
Did not know that.
Yeah. But, well, Jen, we wish you well. Good luck. Please stay safe, sane, and consensual, and have a good evening. Dick, do we have another caller coming in?
We do. We have Haley calling in, and she wants to know how to get her partner to get over their dysmorphia and enjoy sex.
Oh, hello, Haley. You're talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I'm Chet.
Hi, Chet. Hi, Diane.
Hi.
Hello. So dysmorphia, that's where you have, or somebody has a, go ahead, Diane, you know a little bit about this.
Where you're self-conscious more about your body.
Mm-hmm. And so is that what your partner's having right now?
Yeah, he has issues with how he looks. He's having issues with just comparing himself to everyone else, and thinking he's not good enough, and so it's affecting our lives.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is he going to the point? I know with dysmorphia, you can actually be obsessed with like plastic surgery, or be super self-conscious that you don't want to show certain body parts. Has he done any plastic surgery, or is it just more about like he doesn't want to show certain body parts and go out into public, or
what's the situation here?
What's the specifics?
No, he's not interested in the plastic surgery part yet, hopefully. But yeah, like he doesn't want me to see parts of him when we're having sex, and I just feel like, you know, I love all of them, and I don't know what I could do so that it doesn't affect our sex lives, so that we can just enjoy each other.
Yeah. I've been with partners that only wanted to have sex with the lights off, and I feel as time goes on, you become more comfortable and you start to trust each other, then you're okay with that. You know, you can work up from having the lights completely off to starting to bear like a night light and then dim lights, and then before you know it, you're just having sex outside in the broad daylight. Oh, I mean, not quite that quickly, but it you can get to that point. So does he have a specific body part that he's ashamed of? Is he ashamed of the size of his penis, or has he opened up about this, or does he just have sex with the lights out and doesn't want to say anything?
No, it's part of his belly. It's part of his, of course, of his cock. It's like. Not just his sex organs, but all of his body, and I think that part of the problem is that he works with really beautiful people around him all the time, you know, and so he's always comparing himself, and to me he's beautiful. He just is not the movie star beautiful, you know.
Okay. So you know what he could do? You could have him do, or you guys could do this together or separately. You go up into a mirror, and you just look at your body, and you say to yourself, I love you. I love my arms. I love my chest or breast or whatever you got. I love my penis, vagina. And you just go down the line. And
yeah, or you can start slow and pick one part of your body that you like for that day, and just, you know what? I really like my eyes. I think they're pretty. They're a nice shade of blue. They got a good shape to them, and just focus on that and just say, or have him say that over and over again. And I mean, maybe if he's still self-conscious about being around you and doing that, just talk to him about it and say, you know what, try this out on your own. And then it does help with people to be less self-conscious. You know, all bodies are beautiful bodies, and it's with, you know, Hollywood and movies, people get this idea that people have to look a certain way, and it's not real.
It's not the majority.
It's not the majority.
And a lot
of
of times it's the lighting too, and they got makeup, and we have a personal trainer, and they're working. I mean, it's part of the job.
Yeah,
they got to take care of their body. It's their job.
So
and you're getting paid for all that.
So it's not something to. I mean, it's good to have goals, but if you sit there and aspire to be this, you know, perfect godlike figure, like you're gonna end up stressing out and killing yourself, because sometimes it's not obtainable. Like, and you just got to accept who you are and how you look and how you feel about yourself. If you're happy with yourself, then you eventually will be more open to people. So I guess, do you guys have sex right now, or is it just in the dark?
It's been a little bit a while because he's been so shy right now. But we have, and he just he'll interrupt himself all the time, like I don't look so good, or I wish my belly was flatter, or you know, stuff like that. Or I wish I was bigger for you, or don't you wish I had more muscles? things like that.
You could just give them little hints. Just say you can let them know that you find them attractive in certain ways. Like if you're watching a movie and like John Goodman comes on, you're like, oh, I think that John Goodman's really hot. And then you're like, hey, I kind of have a body like John Goodman. Or if you're like, man, I really like to be with a big man because he can protect me and he can hold me and he can I just like that feeling of being embraced and being covered up. Just give those little hints that slowly will boost his confidence in that you actually find him attractive. Because I mean, there's one thing to tell somebody, hey, I'm attracted to you, but actions speak louder than words. So if you show him that you're attracted to people with his body type, then he'll get more comfortable. He'll get the picture and he's like, and I no, you shouldn't encourage him to be like unhealthy, and you shouldn't tell him like, oh, eat a bunch of bad things that'll make you gain more weight. But just lead by example. If you're in a serious relationship, typically people's eating habits start to coincide with the other person's, and then you can start eating a certain way, and then he'll start eating that way too. And then if you can start working out, then he can start working out, and you guys can start working out together, and you can eventually get that, get a little bit more fit. But everybody is different, and sometimes people are just bigger bone, they're bigger people, and that's okay. And no matter how much work you do, it's like you can't get that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends.
Well, it's 80% of it is diet.
Yeah.
Though.
Diet and exercise. But, sorry, I went down a little bit of a tangent.
Segue there.
A little bit of a segue. But what I was saying, and I do believe this, is if you go ahead and give him some just affirmation that his body type is of how he looks is the thing that you like, but just not so much like subconsciously, but just on the side that reaffirms that's what you're interested in, then he'll slowly start to open up and be comfortable around you. So
there's also couples books you can read together in terms of body.
Dick, you've been kind of quiet here. What type of when you're with lots of different types of men and body types, whatnot? What are your thoughts on all this?
I mean, dysmorphia is something that people get actual professional help over, right? I've dated people who had, I suspected a level of dysmorphia at a young age. They got at a young age, like at a teenager, they got plastic surgery, right? So, I just encourage, if I'm attracted to the person, and I was attracted to the person, then I just encourage that notion. But in terms of them actually healing over this, I don't know that it's upon me or I have the skills. Like I think dysmorphia is a real thing, right? And I think it takes real professional help.
So don't listen what Chet and Diane are saying. These guys are a bunch of quacks. But anyway.
Well, did we establish what his body type is? Because you were pointing out John Goodman.
Oh, she was saying that just kind of bigger and whatnot. Didn't like his belly. Thinks that he needs to work out more.
I didn't like my belly either, but
the size of his penis.
I was only 30 pounds overweight.
Yeah,
I think he looks great. I mean, I don't think he's like huge or anything. It's just in his mind. Right.
So he could be like ripped, but just with a little bit of little belly.
Anorexic people have dysmorphia, and they think they're fat, and they're absolutely not. Right. So
yeah, the best bet then would just seek a professional.
Yeah. And not call Talking Sex Live.
Well, we're steering you to see a professional, so that's the first step.
Well, I think support them, and if you're attracted to the guy, and continue to stay attracted to the guy. You're not trying to get him to change his body. You're just trying to get him to change his
mindset,
perception of himself. Yeah.
Right.
And the best thing you can do is just be supportive and just tell them that you love them if you love them, or tell them that you're interested in them, and it's people tend to remember the things that they tend to like remember criticisms more than compliments. So you could tell somebody 100 compliments, and then they just kind of, if they don't want to hear it, they don't. Then it kind of goes to the side. If you tell them one thing that's kind of negative, they get stuck on that one thing that's negative. So just try to be super positive, is what I'm trying to say. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys have been great.
No problem. So I hope he can go ahead and see some clinical help if it needs to be that. But just be supportive of him and tell him that you love him, that you are attracted to him and whatnot. So Haley, thanks for calling in. I hope you have a good night. Please stay sex positive.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah, hopefully I didn't say a bunch of crap that she didn't like. I didn't mean John Goodman saying that, or that he's not attractive.
Went to John Goodman. You just went straight to John Goodman.
I hope John Goodman's not watching this.
Yeah. I think John Goodman's a handsome man. So when I pictured like a really husky big man, that's from him from
Roseanne. Yeah.
I was thinking about how you've talked to me about working out, and I was like, and as I was listening to you talk about encouraging him to work out with you, whatever, I'm like, wait, Chet, were you coming on to me earlier?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I was trying to get you to
Chet's
lift.
Exploring his other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. We only have a few minutes, and we do have some Christmas sweaters, but we can always bring those up for the next show.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the next show, we do have Susan Bratton back, our orgasmologist or orgasmonaut. So she is going to be on the show live this time, not as a pre-video recorded interviewee, but someone who's going to be on the show, and I think she's talking about a new technique. It's like a making whoopee 3.0, but please tune in on to that show on the 17th of December. That will be another Christmas show. We might get to the Christmas sweaters then.
Yeah, we have time.
Christmas sweaters,
we'll see.
But we're excited to see what she has in store for us. So tune in live to that at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch right here. Of course, the podcast will also be up the next day, just like this one will be up tomorrow on December 4th. So please give this video or podcast a like. Follow us on Twitch and YouTube and Instagram, Twitter and all of the fun social medias. But Dick, thank you so much for all of your help. It has been great. Please go get your car fixed and get some warm.
So cold.
Looks like you got some icicles coming off your nose there, even though it's 56 degrees outside. But anyways, as always, please stay safe, sane, and consensual. Always keep it sex positive. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.